Hey man, thank God for the NBA trade deadline. This has been an exciting past week or so. I think Luka got traded back on Saturday, so I've been fully invested the entire time. We thought the first domino to fall would have been Jimmy Butler, but he didn't get traded until last night on a second option type of trade. They wanted Kevin Durant, but they had to pivot to Jimmy Butler, and they got that to work out. But the trade deadline is a gift that just keeps on giving because even after the huge trade of the Jimmy Butler trade went down last night. A 5-team deal. That's insane. You have the Pelicans trading Brandon Ingram to the Toronto Raptors for Bruce Brown Jr., Kelly Olynyk, and 2 picks. Then you get the Lakers dealing Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, an unprotected first round pick. That's that 2031 pick, and a pick swap to the Hornets for Mark Williams. They got their big man to pair alongside Luka Doncic, lob threat, defensive monster. He's basically averaging a double double, 15 and he's averaging 15 and 9, basically 15 and 10. I didn't know he was hooping that well this year, bro. I really did not. I don't watch Charlotte Hornets basketball unless they're playing. I don't watch Charlotte Hornets basketball, so I didn't know he was hooping that well. That is a hell of a pickup for the Hornets, man. They have nicely. This is about the Hornets. They have nicely rebuilt their first round picks in the future years. They own their own first pick in the next 7 years to come. Top 14 protected first round pick for Miami in 2027 and an unprotected in 2028. Top 2 protected first from Dallas for 2027. A right to swap first with the Lakers in 2030 and an unprotected first from the Lakers in 2031. So their rebuild is looking really, really well. You bring in a guy like Dalton Connect who can go out there and hoop for you right now. He's probably going to end up averaging, 18, 17, 16, 17, 18 points by the time the season is over, bro, because of the burn that he is about to get next to a Brandon Miller, next to a LaMelo Ball who loves dishing dimes. So that is a hell of a pickup for the Hornets, man. Sad to see him go from the Lakers, but when you have Luka Doncic, who's 25, I believe Dalton Connect may be the same age, maybe even, yeah, he's either 24, 23, 24, or 25. I want to say he's 23. He's definitely not that old. But when you have a guy like Luka Doncic at the helm, mid 20s, he's going to be 26 at the end of this month, but he's still in his mid 20s, in his prime, still getting better. You don't really need another guy like Dalton Connect when you have Luka. You also have Austin Reeves. They kind of play similar with the shot creation and things of that nature. Not just because they're all white guys, but they do kind of have similar modes of playing style, especially in Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect. Obviously, Dalton Connect is more athletic than Austin Reeves, and I believe he's a better scorer than Austin Reeves for sure, or will end up being. But similar mode of players, so you don't really need 3 of them. And then you go out there and trade him for a guy like Mark Williams, who is a perfect center to pair. Like you're not. Let me not say you're replacing Anthony Davis, but the mode of player of Anthony Davis. That is kind of what I see in a Mark Williams, a guy that can average a double double and go get you 2 blocks a night. That is exactly what they need. So that's huge for both sides, in my opinion, for the Lakers and for the Hornets. The Knicks ended up trading Jericho Sims to the Milwaukee Bucks as a part of that deal that sent Kyle Kuzma over there. And they sent DeLon Wright. The Bucks sent DeLon Wright in cash to the Knicks for Jericho Sims. The Miami Heat, man, they were looking really solid. I actually think they really made some really good moves. But this one here kind of confused me because you bring in PJ Tucker from Utah and almost immediately flip him for Davion Mitchell in the second round, or you trade him in a second round pick for Davion Mitchell to the Toronto Raptors, obviously. I don't know. I just thought PJ would have been a perfect fit back in Miami with what they're trying to do. Obviously, you bring in another defender in a Davion Mitchell. His nickname is literally Off Night. Anytime he's not anytime, but majority of the time he's guarding your best offensive player, specifically the point guards. He's gonna have an off night. That's where that name comes from. So you bring in a guy like that fits Heat culture essentially. I love that. But then you had PJ Tucker. It sucks that they had to give him up to bring in Davion, but you got to do what you got to do to, because PJ's what, 36, 37? They're trying to build towards the future. Davion Mitchell is still in his 4th season, maybe. So I think that's a great move for the Miami Heat. Like I said last night, we will have a full breakdown of the trade deadline and what these teams are looking like on the Sideline Perspective podcast coming this weekend. But as of right now, we just getting out the trades, informing y'all as to what has gone on. If you have been under a rock or you just haven't been able to tune in, you right here with your boy. You know I got you. Memphis Grizzlies ended up trading Marcus Smart in a 2025 first round pick to the Washington Wizards in a multi-team trade that sends 2 second-round picks to Memphis. Memphis creates roster flexibility with the move. Now I don't know if that's all the details on that one. That's all I got from that. So I don't know if they bring in players, but it says creates roster flexibility. So I'm assuming they didn't bring in any players with that move. Um, the Warriors ended up giving up on trades after it fell through with the Vucevic thing after like the third time that they tried over the past couple weeks. But they are definitely trying to be aggressive in that buyout market. I don't believe they will be able to do it. I don't, because you got Jimmy Butler, you got Draymond, and you have Stephen Curry all on max deals. Chris Middleton is not going to be a Washington Wizard at all this season. He's there now, a part of the organization, but he will not step on that court in a Washington Wizards uniform. He will be bought out very, very soon, and he will be the hottest name on the buyout market. That could literally change the trajectory of anything, bro. Like if the Miami Heat buyout cash, bro, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're going to win the finals. I'm not saying they're going to make the finals, but that puts them in position. That puts them in a great position, bro. He's won, what, 32, 33? He got a couple more years left in him, although he hasn't looked great the past season because of the ankle surgeries that he had this past offseason. Chris Middleton is very, very gifted at putting that ball in the basket. You put him alongside Tyler Hero, who is averaging over 20 points per game this year as an all-star. Bam Adebayo. You got Kel'el Ware out there. You brought in Davion Mitchell. Like, the Heat are building towards something. I like the move that they made after getting off of the Jimmy Butler contract. So, I don't, like I said, we'll have a full breakdown of everything about the money, free agency, what everything is looking like for these teams. So, I don't have that information for you right now. My apologies. Moving on, though, the Sacramento Kings are acquiring Jake LaRavia from Memphis. That's huge. Jake LaRavia is a dog. He can ball, bro. The Sacramento Kings is another team that's going all in. They went out and traded for Jonas Valanciunas. You don't make a move like that and then go get Jake LaRavia if you're not trying to win. They also bought in Zach LaVine, obviously the bigger move, but the Kings are still trying to be competitive, and I like that for them. Although these aren't moves that, I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because you got Sabonis and he's not going to start, because it'll be Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, and off your bench you'll have Jake LaRavia, Jonas Valanciunas, and I'm gonna be real, I don't know who else is over there. Keon Ellis. I have not watched a lot of Sacramento Kings basketball this year, man. I just have not. So sorry about that. The Atlanta Hawks ended up trading Cody Zeller and Houston's 2028 second round pick to the Rockets. So the Rockets got their second round pick back, and they receive a guy in Cody Zeller. Not sure how much he'll play for them, but they could use another backup big just in case Steven Adams goes down or Jabari's not in the line for whatever. Like, they just another body on the roster. The Clippers traded Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. The Clippers, they get another shooter. He hasn't looked great this year, but you just get another floor spacer for James Harden and Kawhi Leonard out there. And then Bones Highland, man, free Bones, bro. He's finally out. I don't know how much he'll play in this Atlanta Hawks system. Same with Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann will play because they ended up just trading DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs. Although they did bring in Karis LeVert, Terrence Mann is a much better defender than Karis LeVert, so we should see a lot of Terrence Mann out there for the Atlanta Hawks. And then Bones Highland is just a relief for Trae Young. Not that he can provide the same things as Trae Young can as far as assisting goes, but Bones Highland can go out there and score the basketball. He just hasn't really had a real opportunity after leaving the Denver Nuggets. The Phoenix Suns acquired first-round picks in a Utah deal to attach to a potential deal to unload a player. That player ended up being Nurkic. They traded him in a 2026 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, Micic in a 2026 second-round pick. I love that pickup for the Phoenix Suns. You get Cody Martin, a guy that can stretch the floor and play defense. And then Micic is a kind of, I don't want to say like a traditional point guard, but you know those European guards, they have um, just a different style to their game. He can also stretch the floor. When he was in OKC, I really enjoyed watching him play. Kind of being a backup for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or a relief, if you will. So I like those two pickups for the Suns, man, and they get off of the Nurk contract. He has not looked good at all this year for them. They bought in Nick Richards, younger center, much better, much more athletic, so they don't need Yusuf Nurkic. They didn't need Yusuf Nurkic, and I'm glad they was able to get off that deal. And then, like I mentioned earlier, the Cavs ended up getting DeAndre Hunter for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, and then 3 second-round picks and 2 swaps. Cavs going all in, man. The Cavs are going all in. Yes, DeAndre Hunter was a 6th man this year. Yes, he is not an all-star. He's not an all-NBA player. He's not a superstar. But what he does do is fit right in next to Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Right in between that backcourt tandem in the front court. This is probably the most perfect trade the Cavs could have made, because this dude, DeAndre Hunter, I don't know if y'all been paying attention this year. He has been balling out. Let me go look up his stats really quick. I want to say he's averaging damn near a dub off the bench, bro. DeAndre Hunter. I'm pulling up clips. No, bring up his stats. This is I don't man, I hate technology, bro. It's so fluky sometimes, bro. Jeez, bro. Yeah, so this year he's averaging 19 points per game, 4 rebounds, and an assist and a half. He's shooting 46% from the field. His 3-point shooting, let's go look at that really quick. He is shooting a total of 39% from 3. So they just basically got them a 40% 3-point shooter that can lock down. He's shooting 86% from the free throw line. This is amazing, bro. He's having the best year of his career, and he's coming off the bench. They're going to start him. He's starting next to them, bro. You traded Karis LeVert. Yes, you got Max Strus, but Max Strus is not on nothing compared to DeAndre Hunter, what he provides for this team. Max Strus could be an energy guy off the bench, shooting threes and shit like that. This is perfect for the Cavs, bro. I love that move. This is probably the best move of the day, in my opinion, outside of the Mark Williams to the Lakers. I really love that DeAndre Hunter moved to the Cavs. That is amazing pickup for them. Milwaukee traded Patrick Baldwin Jr. to San Antonio. Nothing big there. The Sixers traded Reggie Jackson to Washington with a future first-round pick for Jared Butler and 4 second-round picks. And then I think the Wizards ended up waiving Reggie Jackson. Don't quote me on that. The Wizards sent Marvin Bagley III to the Grizzlies as part of what deal? Oh, the one with Marcus Smart, I'm assuming. And then Johnny Davis was also sent to the Memphis Grizzlies. This one was surprising. The Pacers traded James Wiseman to the Toronto Raptors. I thought James Wiseman was going to be a great fit for them. I guess it just didn't work out. But shit, Toronto. You get a project guy, like a legit big, a young big that fits the timeline. You can trade Jakob Poeltl or let him, like, whatever in the offseason. I don't know what they plan on doing with him. Let him be a backup, a vet. I don't know. But I like that pickup for them. Obviously, James Wiseman has had an up-and-down career. Didn't start off well with the Warriors. Then got traded to Charlotte. And now Indiana. Then went to Indiana. Now, or no, was it Charlotte? Did he go to Charlotte? Where was James Wiseman at? I'm sorry. I might be misspeaking, bro. James Wiseman. I gotta know ball, right? Do I know ball? Detroit. I said Charlotte. I knew it was one of them bad teams. Detroit. So from Golden State to Detroit to Indiana, he's played a total career games of 148 in 5 seasons. He played just one game with the Pacers, bro. Damn, I didn't know that. The most games he's ever played was last season with the Pistons, which was 63. He averaged 17 minutes a game, shot 61% from the field. He gave you 5 rebounds and 7 points per game. His first season there, though, it looked really good. He was averaging 12.7 points per game. And I was like, okay, they got him one. James Wiseman found a home. That's that. Raptors. Please make something happen with this kid, man. He has some upside, man. Dennis Schroeder being rerouted to the Detroit Pistons as part of the Jimmy Butler deal, and they plan on keeping Dennis Schroeder. And then the Clippers also made another move, which also was surprising. They traded Kevin Porter Jr. to the Milwaukee Bucks for Marjon Beauchamp. Beauchamp for the Bucks has not played a lot this season, but Kevin Porter Jr. has looked very, and I mean very good for the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't like Kevin Porter Jr. as a human, but as a basketball player, I gotta put respect on his name for what he's been doing this season off of the bench for the Clippers. Even sometimes in starts, I would assume. Just he's played a really good role for them, and off the bench for the Bucks, being a scorer for a guy that was not playing really much at all, Marjon Beauchamp, that's a huge pickup for the Milwaukee Bucks for sure, for sure. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got, man. Crazy trade deadline 2024-2025. Luka Doncic on the Lakers. You got Anthony Davis in Dallas. Golden State gets Jimmy Butler. Golden State wanted Kevin Durant. It was saying that Miami was going to get Kevin Durant. You got Andrew Wiggins in Miami. That's the other pickup. Andrew Wiggins in Miami. I love what the Heat did, bro. The Heat, man, I cannot wait for the podcast episode, bro, because winners of the trade deadline, you got the Los Angeles Lakers up here. You got the Miami Heat right below them, bro. The Miami Heat made moves. They made do on their promise to get rid of Jimmy Butler, and Pat Riley made the right moves. Bringing in a 20-point per game scorer in Andrew Wiggins that can also defend. Davion Mitchell, who can also defend. I wish they kept PJ Tucker, bro. Man. You gotta love the NBA trade deadline, bro. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I do got school in about an hour now. Actually, less than an hour. So, yeah, let me go ahead and edit this, post this, and I will catch y'all this weekend on the Sideline Perspective. Or if somebody gets bought out like Cash, we'll have another video. But I'll catch y'all, man. Peace.